How's it going? I'm Ray Wingnut and I am here in this lovely small little snug weird enclosed room in Whelan's with Cathal McGowan and Kevin Terry from the band Altered Hours. How's it going, lads?
Very well.
So you were a 4-piece, now you're a 5-piece. And like you're based in Cork, and I suppose you would have a reputation as being a Cork band.
Yeah.
But you're not all from Cork, no?
No. Are any of us from Cork, actually?
None
of us are actually from Cork.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So listen...
We all just live in Cork, you know, it's
Yeah.
just where we went to try and probably just play music and go to whatever people went to college and stuff like that.
Good stuff. And of course, I think you, like, you know, you've had a colourful history over, let's say, the 4 years of your existence, like, you know what I mean? And I think one of the most interesting things that you did, like, you broke new ground, I think, within Cork City, in the sense that you founded the Sample Studios rehearsal space.
Yeah, well, we were part of it. You know,
Yeah.
we formed a collective with a few people and another band called Trumpets of Jericho, who don't play it together anymore, but... Yeah, we just needed a practice space, really, and there was this huge, empty ex-tax office which just seemed perfect, so someone got the keys to it, and we were kind of in there for like 3 months, unofficially, which was kind of good fun, and then we kind of had to set up a thing and pay a certain amount of rent to the construction company who owned it. And yeah, it was really good. We were there for like 2.5 years. I think it actually formed the band that because we just won space for the first time. That was ours.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's rakes artists in there, all mediums, and it's really good.
Speaking of local scene and stuff like that, I'm really interested, like I say, you've had a colourful background in your 4 years of existence, and I think one of the most interesting things is that you have worked with many different kinds of labels. So let's say your first EP, you brought out yourselves, yeah, on CD, and then was it like after that Anton Newcomb's label put out the next?
Yeah, he put out Sweet Jelly Roll, yeah.
Yeah. And
A
so
Recordings is the...
A Recordings.
Yeah.
So that's an international label, obviously.
Yeah.
He's coming from America. And then the follow-up was a 7-inch single on Art for Blind Records, which is another local one, back to Cork and underground and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Very much DIY. And who knows where it's going to go next. So my question is that what was your experience like with each of those? And going forward, what do you think is your best experience of a label? Or,
Okay.
you know,
yeah, like putting it out yourself was like really easy and like small, and then suddenly we were put out on A Recordings, which was just like I don't know, it's just they're all different things. I think what our plan is just to kind of keep doing different things. We never really want to just kind of have a trajectory that's 45 degrees up all the time. We just want to swim around and I think we've done everything that we've wanted to do so far. Obviously, the first thing you ever release is you have to kind of put it out yourself unless you're lucky. You know, like just for someone to even hear it. And actually someone did hear that, a guy called Benjamin Patterson, who like kind of put us in contact with Anton and A Recordings. And like, do you know, that was a wonderful release, Sweet Jelly Roll. We were really proud of that. But then we immediately decided we would do something back in Ireland, like Art for Blind or someone like that. We had another guy lined up actually, but it fell through. But delighted to go out with Art for Blind. And then, like even just a month ago while my arm was broken, we just released like 3 kind of ambient tracks that we'd done kind of on keys and some feedback and stuff just on the internet, and just to make sure that I don't think any of us are interested. We just don't want to do that thing. We just don't want to go up that slope in the industry like that. It's just so boring. It's just like you can even watch a band and you just see it kind of just jades you. Like they're just like, please get us up on that other level, please. You know, there's that feeling, and I just, you know, sometimes I have that feeling because everyone wants to do well in a way, but you know, I really want to swim around, widen the experience, not just go up, you know. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
With our music also, like, you know, hopefully, you know, I mean, we're only in the process of that, so it's not like I'm not saying that we're succeeding at that, but that's what we're aiming to do within that realm of things, you know, if you know.
Yeah, and like you said to me before, you said, we were talking about live situations, and you said that I'd love to busk on the street and I'd love to play Wembley Stadium all in the one day, you know? And like that's an amazing thing. That is the noise coming from like an inspired and a fulfilled musician, like, you know what I mean? But like, is it difficult to, let's say, see yourself as a full-time musician and kind of avoid that kind of frustration or that thing of like you need to survive as a musician as well, like, you know what I mean? Like are you ambitious like that, or do you, or like where do you kind of draw that balance, you know what I mean, of having ambition and not getting frustrated?
We're ambitious musically, but I don't think any of us are careerists really.
Yeah, that's
you know,
true.
it's just we want to get better at making music for ourselves, you know?
And connect to people who
Yeah.
who feel like we do.
Yeah.
You know, that's the main objective, is that if the song feels strong enough to bring to the band,
Yeah.
and we work on it, and we record it, and we release it, all we want to do is get back to the same people that felt like us when we wrote the song.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the interest.
And kind of what you were saying about busking and then playing in
Sorry.
Wimbledon?
Wembley.
Wembley, right. Wimbledon. Wimbledon would be good too. But it's, you know, I think one thing I feel really lucky about is that we're a band that can play really small, crappy punk venues and then kind of bigger, classier places. We played Cork Opera House, which is very different to a shitty DIY space. But to be able to do both is like really, really cool. And the music works in both places, you know?
Yeah.